This program is proudly sponsored by Amiga Foods. In Greece, our traditions are passed down through the generations. We learn about the important things in life, respect for family, and a passion for food. In Australia, my home, we keep these traditions alive.
That's unbelievable.
Meet adorable characters and witness their migration stories, driven by struggle, love, and gratitude.
You bring here your sister, we can marry. Norma Careo.
Share experiences, culture, and the secrets of our traditional recipes. Join us at the dinner table and enjoy It's All Greek to Me. Something I've come to understand as I've grown older is the importance of family.
That is my beautiful husband. Kiss me, kiss me. Feel me, feel me.
With 2 kids of my own, I know what it means to be selfless. The matriarch of this Greek family in South Australia takes selfless to a whole other level. In this episode of It's All Greek to Me, we start in Australia, then head over to Kalymnos, the island my family come from. We're always on the lookout for great characters for you to meet on our show. And sometimes we get really lucky. We found a cracker of a lady, Athena. Let's go in and meet her. Hello, how are you? Very good, thank you. Athena and Ilia's story is laced with both tragedy and victory, like many migrant stories, and the family is what kept them going and keeps them going today. Athena met Ilia in a village in Pontus, northern Greece on the Black Sea. It's reputed to be where the Amazons came from. Talking to Athena leaves me in no doubt.
My husband is making shoes. And my grandmother take me to school and I go in the shoes because I didn't have shoes. And why? After he see me, he say, oh, I love it, this one, I'll take this one. He take one nail inside my shoes. When I put my legs inside, oh, come the blood. I was very upset. I go in there, I scream, I say, look, what's that? What's that, my legs? He said, come on, I said, get out. I put in my, you touch my legs. What's the matter with you? Brother-in-law say, this one is the best girls, but she didn't like you, not marry you.
Ilia eventually won Athena's hand in marriage, and they went on to have children. 5 children need a lot of feeding, so it's just as well Athena knows how to cook. Athena is going to show us a beautiful dish that she does for her family. What we've got is a pork-based lachanorizo, so a pork, cabbage and rice casserole.
Now, first, I put in this one inside. I put in a little bit of water.
And we're going to put some cinnamon sticks, some rosemary,
yes,
and then some cloves. We're going to tie them up. We boil the pork with these herbs for about 20 minutes to help eliminate some of the odour. Athena roughly chops a couple of brown onions and lightly fries them off before adding more oil, crushed tomatoes and some tomato puree. Oh, there you go. This is different to what I do already. There's some nice big rustic chunky pieces. Hardy, perfect for winter. Comfort food.
Yeah, because my place is too cold.
We then add the cooked pork to the onion and tomato.
Thank you very much, George. You make it good job.
My pay will be an extra
very
big,
nice.
extra big plate of this, huh?
All right, extra ply for you.
In go the big chunks of cabbage, and then we cover it to simmer away until the cabbage is soft. We add the seasoning,
salt, very, little bit,
and a mix of dried herbs. It's sure smelling good now. In goes the rice to simmer for about an hour.
And little, after that.
After the break, I show Athena the best loukoumathes recipe.
Little bit.
After the 5th child, Elia left the family to work in Australia for 2 years.
When he come in here, when he see the life, he say, oh, write letter. Oh, this here is beautiful. You come in.
And they did. Athena and her 5 kids set sail and arrived in Australia to start a new life and grow the family. Just how many is that now, Athena?
3 sons, 3 girls. 25 grandchildren, 16 grandchildren now. And after every year, 2, 3 baby coming. Every year, yeah. When the second daughter marry, the husband say, here now is Yanni. He say, oh, your family, what's going on? Every day, baby coming because too much spend the money for us. After him start, he might get another 4. I love my country. I never finish my country. I go in my country 16 times for Greece. I love it, my country, but I love it, Australia, because it's my children, everything, everybody is all right.
Sharing recipes with such a wonderful family brings me real joy. And I couldn't believe that Athena hadn't made one of my favourite Greek desserts, loukoumathes, before. Okay, I'm going to show Athena here how to make some loukoumathes. So we've got a whole lemon here, which we squeeze in. We get a little bit of baking powder. We put, say, a heaped tablespoon of baking powder in amongst that. Then we get a little bit of vanilla sugar, about a teaspoon of salt. We mix that together, say a couple of mugs of water. We mix that together. Now, Melissa, have you ever made loukoumathes before?
Never. After
They're
80
fantastic.
years old,
There you go.
I learned the loukoumathes.
I'm putting it spoon by spoon, but what it is, it's probably about 3.5 to 4 cups of self-raising flour. So now we come over to the stove where we've actually got the preheated oil. So now what we do is we put our hand in, Athena, we squeeze that out, put it in, and we pour it in there. Now with the spoon, you dip it in water every time because that prevents the dough, the batter, from actually sticking to the spoon. What we do here, then we mix these around. And as you can see, they're starting to go golden. Now, if you want to, if you like the crispy outer on a loukoumathes, the spray bottles, what you can do is actually spray it. Spray over the top now with just a little bit of water with a distance, and that'll give it a real crispy edge and a beautiful soft inner. These are the loukoumathes are ready. They've just come out. They're nice golden brown.
Beautiful.
We'll add a bit of caster sugar in here. Just a little bit, you know.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know.
That's just a little bit.
And we put a bit of ground cinnamon, and then we'll put half this batch in here, and we'll really mix it in together. We'll grab ourselves a tablespoon. Don't be shy here. We put just a little bit of honey.
Right, George.
Nice.
Little bit. Little bit.
Then we put a little bit of cinnamon over the top of that.
Here, a little bit.
Hang on.
I tried to see if no good, nobody eat. God. That's
Nice.
beautiful.
Nice. And then you've just simply got to eat it. Flavour. Don't go away. After the break, Nico and I cook you a recipe that's from my island of Kalymnos.
Chickpeas.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Kalymnian style.
That's it. Athena loved my loukoumathes. It just goes to show that you're never too old to learn new recipes. My chef mate Nico and I are about to show you another one.
Chickpeas. Do you like chickpeas?
I love chickpeas.
Do you know what happens afterwards? It's not too good.
That's not this kind of a show,
Okay.
man. In Kalymnos, we're the kings of chickpeas. We do them in a wood oven.
Okay. Oh, the wood oven, just like this room.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Is that right?
Oh, that's
Anyway,
okay.
let's get on with the recipe.
Yeah, tell me, mate.
Okay.
Tell
You
me,
can
how
cook
do we-
this at home in a conventional oven. God forbid we give you something easy to do at home. Right?
Yeah.
So, we've soaked the chickpeas overnight. Then we cook them until they're tender.
Yeah.
No salt.
You've prepared them beautifully, mate. I can
Thank
tell
you.
by the look of things
Thank you
over
very
here.
much. Right.
What we're going to do now, well, you've got the chickpeas here with a bit of that water there, which
Yes.
is fantastic. We're going to add the sauce. Put both sauces in there, both tomato bases.
Yes.
So let's just add them in there, mate. What is there? You can.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. You
What
grab
we'll do-
another spoon. You can mix it together.
Okay.
That's the tomato puree. Now we're going to add the chopped tomato in there as well. Then we're going to season it with a bit of salt. Remembering, we didn't add any salt before, so now it's very important. The seasoning makes a big difference. Okay, brings out all the flavours, and then we'll put a little bit of pepper as well.
Okay. So far, so good.
All right. Then, Nico, easy as this. Do this at home. We pour this. Let's see if we can do this without making a huge mess.
How about that?
Pour it in here. Yep. Well,
just a little
that's
mess.
the way. Oh, easy. Perfect. Now, you know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to caramelise some onions and then sprinkle them over the top, stick them in the oven, and Bob's your uncle.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Let's do it, man. Ella, let's go to the oven, mate.
Let's go. Back there again?
Cooktop. We're going back here. Ella.
Christ.
Ella, we're going to heat it up.
Okay, it's about 5, 6 onions. 5 onions at least.
One thing that I absolutely love about stuff like this, Nico, is that these are truly rustic and basic recipes. These are recipes that probably your and my ancestors were doing hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
And these are quite often the recipes that taste the best, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You know?
They didn't have a lot of time. They didn't have any
That's it,
time.
That's it. I can hear this as it was starting. All right, done.
Yeah, can you hear it?
Mate, the combo of onions and chickpeas, that's...
Oh, it's going to be a long night.
It's good. It's good and bad.
It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be good before it's bad. Don't worry.
Okay. Beautiful colour.
That's
You gotta go?
caramelised onions.
That's nice.
You can
Nice
have them
and
on your
sweet.
sausage, or you can do it with the revicchiato
You can
forno.
definitely put it on your sausage. Now, let's get out of here, because this stove, like I've celebrated my 50th birthday.
Mate.
Just these onions to be caramelised in this manner.
This stove has done plenty of this, mate, and it's...
Yes.
you wait and see the taste, mate.
Okay, let's go.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. So what are we going to do now, Nico? What have we got over there?
Rosemary sprigs. 3 of them.
Fantastic. Just for a bit of flavour.
Out with a lot of flavour.
Oh, bravo.
Just put them in there.
And just bake it in there with those.
Yes.
And now, mate, we spread these caramelised onions over the top because we don't want them to sink in, because what we want to do is have them so that when we put it in the oven, they really caramelise really well.
All right.
And put it in the oven for about half an hour, 175, 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Let's go to that
Let's
oven,
go.
mate. That
Not
famous-
again.
That famous
I
oven.
can't do this.
Out there.
I refuse.
Let's go.
Not part of my contract.
Let's go. That's it.
All right.
Nothing beats a simple recipe that tastes great. Here we go, Nico. Revicchiato forno.
Oven-baked chickpeas.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Kalymnian style.
That's it, man.
Huh?
Mate, you know what?
What is it?
No macaleo.
Okay. Are we going
Let's
straight
try
in?
this. Let's try
Let's
this.
go straight in. I've got a lot.
Look at the caramelised onions there. All right, can I have a...
All right, go for it. Perfect on its own. Cold, hot, with a piece of fish on top as an accompaniment to anything.
Mate, that is brilliant.
What more
Caramelised
can I say?
onions,
What more
yeah,
can I
have that. I'll claim it. This is good.
say? It's all yours. It's all yours. Just give me some.
Can you take it easy with the slurping, man? God, blimey. The family home had to grow to accommodate such a large number of people. And so they built a pool room, a place for the kids to play, and more importantly, for the family gatherings.
I go in the church every Sunday, every best day. They are praying. I say, thank you very much, God. Thank you. It's beautiful. Australia beautiful for me. Life beautiful. I'm never jealous for nothing. Not for money, not for dress, not for buildings. Oh, big house, somebody have nice chair. I don't care. I love it to death. I told you, not be longer 80 years old, not than 2 years, 80 years old. But if I say me dance, I'm strong. I'm get up. I'm strong, very strong.
Dancing is paramount to our culture, and something Greeks do at every given opportunity. Every year, my family visits the island of Kalymnos, and I'm always reminded just how much dancing features in our lives, and of course, food. After the break, we head over to the beautiful island of Kalymnos for a bit of rustic cooking. My family are from this island of Kalymnos. It's where the family patisserie started and my apprenticeship began. Not a year goes by that I don't return to the island with my family to soak up the beauty of the place and its people. I'm not alone. It attracts many visitors with its mountains and striking blue waters. Lunchtime's coming up. The guys on the boat are hungry. We have to go fishing, get some fish. We're hoping for some octopus, fingers crossed. Over here in Kalymnos, you don't go fishing with fishing lines. I've got my spear gun, got to get the goggles on, get out there, I've got a bit of pressure on me. Wish me luck. Oh, you beauty. We've got lunch.
Παίρνουμε αυτά παίρνουμε, δεν παίρνουμε κάτι άλλο για να βάλουμε μέσα.
Okay, so we're actually cooking up some kakavia, which is a traditional fish soup that, look, originated from people like sponge fishermen like Padeli here, or from fishermen that were out on the sea, because they didn't have a lot of stock with them. So what they had the basics of potatoes and carrots. Then they caught fresh fish, and it's a soup that's done with very, very basic ingredients. Well, what we do in preparation, we actually boil up the potatoes and onion with the water so that we get a bit of flavour. Then we've got a variety of fresh fish that we've got. The more variety is actually better because we have flavour. Is now that everything's ready, what we're doing is placing the fish over the top. We've used salt and lemon pepper to season it. We're going to cook it up for another 10 minutes or so that the fish are ready. Fish are now cooked and ready to add a dash of olive oil and lemon juice. Next is the best part, eating it. The basic things are amazing. This tastes beautiful. We've got the kakavia, fish, soup, potatoes, onion, G-fresh salt, pepper, retsina. Mate, we're set. Siniyamas. Siniyamas, yeah. This tradition of families gathering around food has certainly crossed the seas and remained a big part of the Greek culture. This is life. I guess all I really wanted to do was really thank Athena, because Athena and Ilya have let us into their home, and truly, you have a look back here, family sitting here, eating, get together. This is what being rich is all about. Here's Athena, you know, her riches are just right over here. It's not about the money, it's not about jewels, it's about having your family around you. And food is something, it's a vehicle that brings everybody together. Everybody's sitting back enjoying this beautiful rustic food.
This is what I said before. I'm very happy, I'm proud, because my family love together. That's the best one for me. For in Australian, that is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for George. Thank you for you too for coming, for making this job. First time in my life.
Yeah, thank you, Thea.
Yes.
Thank you, beautiful.
Sit down for it. Come on, sit down for it.
All ingredients in today's episode can be found at Amiga Foods and major supermarkets.